In the heart of the bustling city of Maplewood, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and streets buzzed with life, lived a young woman named Emily Clark. Emily was a bright and spirited individual, with a heart full of dreams and a smile that could light up even the gloomiest of days. She worked as a graphic designer for a small advertising agency, but her real passion lay in writing. Emily's journal was her sanctuary, filled with stories, poems, and thoughts about her secret crush, Alex Thompson. Alex was Emily's colleague, a charming and kind-hearted man with a knack for making everyone feel at ease. They had been friends since college, sharing many late-night study sessions and cups of coffee. Over the years, Emily's feelings for Alex had grown deeper, but she never found the courage to tell him. Instead, she poured her emotions into letters that she kept hidden in a drawer, each one expressing her love for him in ways she couldn't bring herself to say out loud. One sunny morning, Emily decided it was time to finally confess her feelings. She had written a heartfelt letter, meticulously crafted with words that conveyed the depth of her affection. She had spent hours choosing the perfect stationery and pen, making sure every detail was just right. With trembling hands, she sealed the envelope and addressed it to Alex. As Emily headed to work, she couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and anxiety. She had planned to slip the letter into Alex's bag during lunch break. However, fate had other plans. In her nervous state, Emily accidentally grabbed 2 envelopes from her desk, the love letter and a letter meant for her best friend, Jessica. Jessica was Emily's confidant, the one person who knew everything about her crush on Alex. The second letter was a light-hearted note, filled with updates about Emily's life and a few jokes to make Jessica laugh. Both letters were sealed in identical envelopes, and in her haste, Emily didn't notice the mix-up. At the office, Emily waited for the perfect moment to sneak the letter into Alex's bag. Finally, during lunch break, she saw her chance. Alex had left his bag unattended on his desk while he went to the cafeteria. Emily quickly slipped the envelope inside and hurried back to her own desk, her heart pounding with anticipation. Later that day, Alex returned from lunch and casually checked his bag. He found the envelope and, assuming it was a work-related document, opened it without much thought. As he read the letter, his expression changed from confusion to surprise and finally to a warm smile. But it wasn't the love letter that he held in his hands, it was the letter meant for Jessica. Meanwhile, Jessica received the love letter and was equally surprised. She immediately recognized Emily's handwriting and realized what had happened. Jessica couldn't help but chuckle at the situation, but she knew she had to help her friend. She called Emily and asked her to meet up after work. At their favorite coffee shop, Jessica handed Emily the love letter. "You gave this to the wrong person," Jessica said with a grin. Emily's face turned as red as a tomato. "Oh no. What did I do? Did Alex read it?" Jessica shook her head. "No, he got my letter instead. But you need to fix this, Emily. It's time to tell him how you feel." Determined to set things right, Emily decided to write a new letter that evening. This time, she would make sure it reached Alex without any mistakes. She spent hours crafting another heartfelt confession, pouring her soul into every word. The next morning, she arrived at work early and placed the letter on Alex's desk. As the day went by, Emily watched Alex nervously, waiting for his reaction. Finally, she saw him pick up the letter and open it. Her heart raced as she observed his expression change from curiosity to a soft, contemplative look. He read the letter slowly, taking in every word. After what felt like an eternity, Alex looked up and met Emily's gaze. He smiled warmly and walked over to her desk. "Emily, can we talk?" Emily nodded, feeling a mix of fear and hope. They went to a quiet corner of the office, away from prying eyes. "Emily," Alex began, "I had no idea you felt this way. Your letter was beautiful, and I'm truly touched. But there's something I need to tell you too." Emily held her breath, waiting for his response. "Emily, I've always admired you. Your creativity, your kindness, your passion for everything you do. I've had feelings for you too, but I was too afraid to say anything, fearing it might ruin our friendship." Emily's heart soared with joy. "Alex, I was so scared you wouldn't feel the same way. I didn't know how to tell you." Alex took her hand in his. "I'm glad you did. And I'm glad we can finally be honest with each other." Their confession led to a blossoming romance, filled with laughter, shared dreams, and countless moments of joy. Emily's love letter mix-up had turned into a serendipitous event that brought them closer together, proving that sometimes, even the most unexpected mistakes can lead to the happiest of outcomes. As they navigated their new relationship, Emily and Alex continued to support each other in their personal and professional lives. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and they often reminisced about the day that changed everything. One evening, as they sat together on Emily's balcony, watching the city lights twinkle in the distance, Alex turned to Emily and said, "You know, that letter was the best thing that ever happened to us." Emily smiled, resting her head on his shoulder. "I couldn't agree more. Sometimes, it's the little mix-ups that lead to the greatest love stories." Their journey was just beginning, but Emily knew that with Alex by her side, every chapter would be filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. And as she looked up at the stars, she couldn't help but feel grateful for the twist of fate that had brought them together. Emily and Alex's love story became the stuff of office legend, a tale often shared with new employees over coffee breaks and team lunches. Their colleagues would tease them about the infamous letter mix-up, but it was all in good fun, and both Emily and Alex embraced the playful jabs with laughter. Jessica, ever the supportive friend, was thrilled to see Emily so happy. She had always believed that Emily and Alex were meant to be together, and she took a little pride in having played a small part in their love story, even if it was by accident. The trio often spent time together, with Jessica jokingly reminding Emily to double-check her letters next time. As the months passed, Emily and Alex's relationship continued to flourish. They discovered new hobbies together, explored the city on spontaneous weekend adventures, and supported each other's dreams. Emily's passion for writing grew stronger, inspired by the love she shared with Alex. She even began to consider writing a novel, a dream she had long kept on the back burner. One evening, as they were having dinner at a cozy little restaurant, Alex took Emily's hand and looked into her eyes. Emily, I've been thinking a lot about our future, he said, his voice filled with sincerity. Emily's heart skipped a beat. What about our future? She asked, her curiosity piqued. Alex smiled. I want us to build a life together. I want us to chase our dreams, support each other, and create new memories. And I want to start that journey now. With that, Alex reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, velvet box. He opened it to reveal a beautiful engagement ring, sparkling under the soft candlelight. Emily Clark, will you marry me? Tears welled up in Emily's eyes as she nodded, unable to find the words to express her happiness. Yes, Alex, I will, she finally managed to say, her voice trembling with emotion. They embraced, surrounded by the warmth and love that had brought them together. It was a perfect moment, a testament to their journey and the love they had found in each other. Their engagement was celebrated with friends and family, and the office threw a surprise party in their honor. Emily and Alex's story continued to inspire those around them, a reminder that love often finds a way, even through the most unexpected circumstances. As they planned their wedding, Emily decided to turn their love story into a short story, capturing the magic of their journey in words. She shared it with Alex, who was deeply moved by her beautiful portrayal of their relationship. They laughed, cried, and reminisced about the serendipitous mix-up that had brought them together. On their wedding day, surrounded by loved ones, Emily and Alex exchanged vows that spoke of their deep love and commitment to each other. It was a day filled with joy, laughter, and heartfelt moments, a celebration of their love and the future they were building together. As they danced under the stars, Emily couldn't help but reflect on how far they had come. From a simple love letter mix-up to this beautiful moment, their journey had been nothing short of extraordinary. And as they looked into each other's eyes, they knew that their story was just beginning, with countless more chapters waiting to be written. In the end, Emily and Alex's love story was a testament to the power of honesty, courage, and the belief that sometimes the best things in life come from the most unexpected moments. They had found each other, not despite the mix-up, but because of it, and that made their love all the more special. As they embarked on their new life together, Emily and Alex were ready to face whatever challenges came their way, knowing that their love was strong enough to overcome anything. And as they walked hand in hand into their future, they carried with them the memories of their serendipitous love story, a story that would continue to inspire and bring joy to their hearts for years to come. Emily and Alex settled into married life with ease, their home filled with love, laughter, and a sense of adventure. They enjoyed simple pleasures like cooking dinner together, taking long walks in the park, and hosting game nights with friends. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and they reveled in the joy of sharing their lives with one another. One day, while cleaning out the attic, Emily stumbled upon a dusty old typewriter. It had belonged to her grandmother, a woman who had always encouraged Emily to pursue her passion for writing. Inspired by the discovery, Emily decided to use the typewriter to start working on her novel. She set up a small writing nook in the corner of their living room, complete with a cozy chair, a vintage lamp, and a stack of blank pages. Every evening, after dinner, she would sit down at the typewriter and let her imagination run wild. Alex often joined her, offering words of encouragement and occasionally reading her drafts. The novel, a romantic comedy inspired by their own love story, began to take shape. Emily poured her heart into the characters, drawing from her own experiences and emotions. The process was both challenging and rewarding, and with Alex's unwavering support, she found the motivation to keep going. As the months went by, Emily's novel grew into a full-fledged manuscript. She decided to take a leap of faith and submit it to a few publishers. To her delight, she received positive responses, and soon, she had a publishing deal in hand. The day her book was released was one of the happiest moments of Emily's life. Alex surprised her with a small celebration, inviting their closest friends and family to share in her success. As she held her published novel in her hands, Emily felt a profound sense of accomplishment and gratitude. The book, titled A Serendipitous Love, quickly gained popularity, resonating with readers who appreciated its heartfelt and humorous take on love and relationships. Emily received letters and messages from fans who were touched by her story, many of whom shared their own tales of love and serendipity. With her newfound success as an author, Emily continued to write, exploring new genres and themes. Her second book, a collection of short stories, was equally well received, and she began to carve out a niche for herself in the literary world. Throughout it all, Alex remained her biggest supporter, cheering her on every step of the way. Their love story continued to inspire Emily's writing, and she often included little anecdotes and memories from their life together in her work. As the years passed, Emily and Alex's love deepened, enriched by the experiences they shared and the dreams they pursued together. They traveled to new places, met new people, and continued to grow both as individuals and as a couple. Emily's writing career flourished, and she often reflected on how it all began, with a simple love letter mix-up that changed the course of her life. She was grateful for every twist and turn, every challenge and triumph, for they had led her to where she was meant to be. In the end, Emily's story was not just about finding love, but about the power of courage, creativity, and the belief that sometimes the most beautiful things in life come from the most unexpected moments. And as she sat at her typewriter, crafting new stories and dreaming new dreams, she knew that her serendipitous love story would always be the heart of her inspiration.